Hello Virgo, welcome to your June 2023 tarot card reading. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. Welcome to your June 2023 tarot predictions. So you are free to watch these videos for your sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on which resonates more with you. For those of you who are here for love, you may also want to check out your Venus sign as well. And I've had a couple of people, or actually a lot of people recently over the past couple of weeks say, hey Jane, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Where have you been? I've been here. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell if you want to get notified for all of the videos that I post. Some people just aren't getting the notifications apparently, so you just want to make sure you hit that little bell. Let's go ahead and just not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Thank you, and I'll see you in a sec. Hello Virgo, welcome to your June 2023 tarot card reading. Let's go ahead and get started here with a major arcana card. Okay, so what is it the universe needs from you? We have the Judgment card. I like the imagery, the artwork on this card, because it's like the spirit is floating up. I'm seeing extraordinary surrender. Like Virgo is kind of, I want to say forced, but you're not really forced. Maybe destined is the word. You're destined to surrender to some type of calling right now. You may not know exactly what I'm talking about. It may not be that the quote unquote calling feels obvious. Like you may not know exactly what that is. It probably just feels like a desire for something different right now for many of you. You just want something different. You just want a different path or a different idea. You want to get out of one area, even if you don't know what the new area is yet. But I think the desire and the yearning comes from a more soul-driven place as opposed to an ego-driven place. I don't think Virgo has any interest. I mean, this is hard enough for Virgo as it is, unless you personally have a lot of fixed planets in your chart, a lot of fixed signs in your own individual natal chart. Virgo is not known for its like sticking to its guns type of energy. Okay, that's not Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury likes to change and evolve and grow and go up and down and left and right and all around. Mercury is a movement-oriented planet. Virgo is movement-oriented and can be quite chaotic. So I don't think Virgo has any interest right now in wanting to dig its heels in and force themselves to be disciplined and to be strong and to be focused and to get it done. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I also know that when your heart calls you in a new direction, it's going to be really hard to ignore. And I don't think you're going to be able to ignore it right now, not with Jupiter in the 9th house, okay? Your time for expansion is here. And that expansion is real, and it has a lot to do with experiencing more things in life, which means more than likely adding something new, okay? So who is in the environment that you need to be aware of, Virgo? Who is in the environment? We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords looks like he's running away or chasing something. Maybe not running away, but chasing something. Okay, the fact that we can't see this person's face tells me that you might not know who this person, like you may not personally know them. Maybe you know them from social media or something. But you may not personally know them. And you see them chasing after something. You see them chasing after their goal, right? You see them chasing after something that maybe you want to chase after that thing too. Maybe in the past you didn't believe that you could have it. And I think things have changed. They've definitely changed. You start to see the excitement and the thrill. You start to see the learning and the development and the personal growth. that this person is going through, and I think you like that. I think you like the idea of discovering who it is you can become by going after something new. And maybe you've plateaued. Maybe you have, and maybe in reflection, this feels like a reflection to me. This is a reflection. And when you look at this person, it reflects back to you maybe how stuck you are, or maybe how stagnant you've become, or just how much you have plateaued. And I don't think Virgo likes that. That's not a Virgo thing. You don't like to just be like the same all the time. Virgo is constantly developing. And so this may act more as inspiration than anything. There might be a little bit of envy in there, but I think once you say, oh, I'm envious, oh, why is that? Oh, it's because I want it too. And then you realize that this is actually more inspiring you. So you are going to be inspired. And I think when you are inspired, you probably will have a conversation or a prayer with the universe or spirit, creator, God, and you say, take me there. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go to this other direction. I want to move here. I want to do that. I want to make this happen. Universe, just take me. This feels like a declaration to me, this Judgment card. Maybe it's even something that you say out loud. I'm reminded of that one TikTok girl. I think it's TikTok. Maybe she's on Instagram. Maybe you haven't seen it. I'm not sure. But she's really funny. And she kind of always goes outside in her bathrobe and she's like, I don't want to manifest anymore. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to be a boss bitch. I don't want to do this. I just want to do this. And it's like she's literally having a conversation with the sky. I think that's kind of what you're doing here. Universe, I don't want to be here. Universe, take me somewhere else. Universe, guide me. Universe, I give myself to you, type of thing. And you may start noticing movement if you do that. You may start noticing doors opening up for you if you do that. I think the declaration is like a solidification of the acceptance that you're growing. So we have the Hierophant, we have the Ace of Swords, we have Temperance. Well, I like Temperance, and I just want to be very clear, none of this seems all that dramatic to me. Now there could be emotions, especially later on in June, where we have Cancer season activated. We have Neptune and Saturn retrograde over in Pisces. So I'm not saying there won't be heightened emotional states that come through this month, but generally speaking, the transitions that you're making tend to be quite non-dramatic. Okay, Temperance, it's all moderate, it's all tepid, it's not all this hot, heated moment, all right? Because when we have this Ace of Swords, to me it indicates clarity. And when we have the Hierophant, it indicates that you are incredibly in tune with what your inner self, your inner guardian is really saying. See, the Hierophant I love because he keeps us on this straight and narrow. He keeps us kind of in line with the desires of our higher self. And perhaps maybe, Virgo, you've been resisting. Perhaps maybe you've been resisting growth in one area because maybe it didn't feel right, or it felt like you were trying to force something. And so maybe you didn't. Like maybe you didn't grow as much as you know you could have because that thing that you could have grown you knew wasn't genuinely aligned. And maybe you opted for waiting until that alignment felt right. And when I say alignment, it doesn't mean that we're like waiting for this special perfect moment in time. It's just if you're doing something that kind of goes against a core belief that you have, like for example, people who maybe don't care that much about money, it's really hard for them to just go do something just for the money. And if you do just go do something just for the money, like, oh, you're going to sell this product just for the money, even though you don't really care about the product itself, if you do that, You're probably not going to be as successful because you feel like a hypocrite and you're going to be really unhappy doing it. And maybe that's kind of one of the reasons why you held back, because you knew in your heart of hearts that that wasn't it, and that it went against something that you had a belief with or something like that. But I don't think that's where you're at anymore. I think whatever it is that's opening up for you, I don't feel a fight. This is what I love about the 9th house. The 9th house is such a beautiful house. I don't see a fight. I don't see a struggle. I don't see it being hard. I feel like there's a flow that can come. And maybe that's one thing you really like about this Knight of Swords person, whoever that is. This is likely someone you respect. You respect what they're doing. And maybe one of the things that you haven't been able to quite put your finger on as to why you like them so much is because this is someone who has found a flow. They genuinely feel connected with what they're doing. And I'm not saying they don't still work hard and they don't put effort in, but there's a big difference between working hard for something you believe in and you love, and just working hard because that's what you're supposed to do. With one, you can go and go and go and go all day. With the other, you're going to burn out real quick. And I think, Virgo, you're looking for that thing. It's not going to burn you out. Hopefully, maybe many of you already found it. And this is your opportunity to expand it, to make it better, to grow. Okay? What else? We have the 7 of Cups. We have the King of Coins. Now, the King of Coins, I think, is both an aspect of you and someone else. I like how the star is in here because it often reminds me that, like, the gold is found within you. It's found within your ideas, within your creativity, your your talents and skills. It's found within your interests. There is gold there. And here you are working. We're not taking work off the table, okay? You're definitely still working. You're still putting your hands in the dirt, being in the trenches, getting stuff done. This is real magic, by the way. This is how magic is done here on Earth most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. You have an idea and you go do it. Now, some of you might be facing a bit of a learning curve. So this might also be you learning about something, learning and indulging in your curiosity. And with the 7 of Cups, there might be a sea of information, especially if what you're facing is brand spanking new. And you don't know why the heck you're being called to go do this now. Maybe you've never had an interest in it before, and yet now all of a sudden here it is showing up for you in your life. And you're like, I don't even know where to start. 7 of Cups. Honestly, don't even know where to start. Like, I know I have to. Ace of Swords. It feels right. It feels aligned. And yet this is really confusing. And I think throughout June, it might be that Virgo is just trying to sort everything out and trying to figure out, where do I get started? What phone calls do I need to make? What skills do I need to develop? What else do I need to learn? Where can I go for this? There's a lot of shuffling going on. Please keep in mind, I do not recommend completely throwing anything away in this moment. Like, I don't recommend completely quitting your job unless that's already been in the works. I don't think doing anything impulsively is a good idea. Okay, no impulsivity, just only pulling in new things. And if there's really something that can easily be extracted, then by all means, get it off the schedule, get it off your plate, get it off, whatever it needs to get off. Clear it out. But I feel more that you're pulling in something new and keeping the stable structure that you have in place while this develops. So the turnover is going to be a pretty slow turnover. It's slow and manageable. Now, I also think the King of Coins might be someone else, and I thoroughly enjoy their stability. Okay, the King of Coins feels like someone that you can have a discussion about what's changing for you. And they're not going to freak out, and they're not going to go anywhere, and they're not going to punish you, and they're not going to shame you or make you feel guilty. This is going to be someone that understands the ebbs and flows of life, understands the way we change, understands the passion that comes up sometimes inexplicably. They're going to really understand it, and they're going to try to really work with you on how do we accommodate this for my Virgo. And I feel safety and security with this King of Coins. I don't think, Virgo, there's any threat of anything bad happening just because you're following your heart. Okay? You can't help it that you've heard the trumpets descend from the heavens and call you in a new direction. Like, that was completely beyond your control. And now that you've heard the trumpets, and now that it's in your heart, you can't just walk away from it now. Okay, and that's the Hierophant, and he won't. There feels like a sense of duty. Ace of Swords, it feels like a sense of duty. Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups. And finally, the Ten of Coins. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is about happiness and fulfillment. And I'm not saying that you're going to, let's say all of a sudden now you get this inkling to write a book. Okay, well, it's not like you're going to say, oh, I'm going to write a book, and then you sit down and write it and your whole life is completely different. But I do think you are going to find so much joy in this path. You're going to find so much fulfillment. 10 of Cups, but there's also a materialistic reward as well with the 10 of Coins. This isn't just about the feeling good, but there's like real tangible effects of taking this path. And 10 of Coins is like the best of the best. I don't think it gets better than this, honestly. The effects of taking this road is the best of the best. So knowing that now, you're not like, you can't resist. This is going to happen, whether you hold off right now and wait till later, or whether you just do it now. It doesn't matter. This is going to happen. Sometimes when these moments happen, we don't act, and we kind of put it in the back of our minds. We put a pin in it, and then over time, it gets louder and louder and louder and louder, and then it starts screaming, and then it gets a lot more disruptive. The thing that's beautiful about this is if you start listening now and you start integrating this new path now, it might be enough to take over, right? It might be enough where maybe you could quit your job. Or maybe you could move to that place or whatever, right? You could move on fully in more ways than one. And often with a 10 of Coins is much bigger than an 8 of Coins. So it's like, well, your income might be replaced and then some. So this is not a scary thing. This might have the potential to be your entire future. Especially if this is a career thing. And I don't know, I don't see any reason why a person wouldn't trust this. You should, with the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords and Temperance. That's the thing is, I don't think with Temperance present, this doesn't feel so overwhelming. It's tepid, it's mild, and yet it's strong. If I can say that. It's mild and strong at the same time. It's a strong mild. And it's undeniable. But I feel that a door has opened, a subtle simple, almost unrecognizable door has opened. And if you choose to walk through, it could genuinely change your life. And when I say change your life, I'm talking 10 of cups, 10 of coins type of change your life. The best of the best. Let's pull out the clarifiers. Let's see what else comes out. For those of you who are new, the cards we pull out here, we will cover in the comprehensive reading. The link for that will be found in the description box down below. We usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards, so it's like a whole second reading. Sometimes we get a lot more information. So let's take a look at this Judgment card. What else does Virgo need to know about this Judgment card here? 9 of Wands. Oops, hold on. Card just went flying. A 2 of Wands. And last but not least, we have, wow, 3 of Wands. I love when the 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands come out together. It's one of my favorite combinations. In the environment, we have the 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and another Temperance card. Okay. And starting with the Hierophant, what else does Virgo need to know about the Hierophant? Ooh, the Lovers. Four of Wands, and oh, okay. I'm really loving that Hierophant even more. 2 of Coins, 10 of Wands, 7 of Coins. We have the Chariot, we have the 3 of Cups for Temperance. Temperance and Chariot is an interesting combination. Oh, we got 2 more, I guess. And we have a Knight of Coins and an Ace of Coins. So for the 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, a Sun, another 2 of Wands. Let's look at this King of Coins. Page of Swords, a Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I had a feeling this was another person. For those of you who are single, we'll talk about it in the comprehensive, but this might be the entry. Like you might have opened the door for a new love to come in. Let's take a look at the 8 of Coins, Page of Cups, 4 of Cups again, and a 6 of Wands. I actually do like the pages. They're giving me a good feeling this month. 4 of Swords, the Emperor, another King of Coins. Ooh, another 8 of Cups, Strength, 9 of Coins, okay. I think we've got a lot to talk about. I think they're the king, and the king. I think the king is definitely another person. Okay, so we are going to pick up here in the comprehensive. So again, if you want to join, all the info down below. Thank you so much, Virgo. I love you. Have an amazing month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.